Assalamu alaikum students. So today we will discuss the MCQs regarding the ear anatomy. So which structure forms the visible part of the outer ear? So it is the auricle or pinna. Auricle or pinna. It forms the visible structure of the outer ear, external ear. What type of cartilage makes up the auricle of the ear? So it is the elastic cartilage. It is the elastic cartilage. The auricle is made up of core of elastic cartilage. What is the function of cerumen, earwax? So it amplifies sound waves, it lubricates the tympanic membrane, it enhances equilibrium, it provides protection against microbes, facilitates hearing by vibrating. So it provides protection against the microbes. Where are ceruminous glands located in the ear? So they are located in the lateral third of the external acoustic meatus. Which of the following best describes the tympanic membrane? So it is a cartilaginous membrane separating inner and middle ear, a flexible ligament aiding in sound transmission, a three-layered membrane separating external and middle ear, a bone that conducts vibration to the cochlea, and inner ear structure sensitive to the movement. So it is a three-layered membrane separating the external and middle ear. The lobule of the ear is mainly composed of cartilage and skin, bone and connective tissue, fibrous and adipose tissue, ceruminous glands and epithelium, muscle and blood vessels. So it is the fibrous and adipose tissue. Lobule of the ear is formed by the fibrous and adipose tissue. What mechanism helps moves earwax outward from the ear canal? Ciliary movement, capillary action, peristalsis of the canal, movement of temporomandibular joint, tympanic membrane pulsations. So it is the movement of the temporomandibular joint which propels the earwax towards the ear canal. Which characteristic of external acoustic meatus helps prevent entry of foreign materials? Its straight tubular shape, presence of ossicles, its curved S shape, absence of glands, thin lining of epithelium. So its S curve shape protects it from entry of the foreign material. What forms the lateral wall of the middle ear? So it is the tympanic membrane which forms the lateral wall of the middle ear. Which bone of the middle ear is directly connected to tympanic membrane? So it is the malleus. Malleus is directly connected to the tympanic membrane. Which structure helps equalize pressure between middle ear and nasopharynx? A round window, cochlear duct, mastoid process, pharyngotympanic tube or eustachian tube, and semicircular canal. So it is the eustachian tube. What is the main function of the ossicles in the middle ear? What is the main function of the ossicles in the middle ear? To transmit and amplify sound vibrations. The main function of the bones in the middle ear is to transmit and amplify the sound vibration. Which part of stapes fits into the window, oval window? That it is the foot plate. The round window is covered by a thin sheet of fibrous tissue. What type of epithelium lines the pharyngotympanic tube? So it is lined by the ciliated columnar epithelium. It is lined by ciliated columnar epithelium. Which middle ear bone is stabilized by fibrous tissue to the posterior wall? So it is the incus, which is stabilized on the by a fibrous tissue on the posterior. What fluid fills the membranous labyrinth of the inner ear? So inner ear membranous labyrinth is filled by the endolimb. Which of the following structures is responsible for detecting sound vibrations? So organ of Corti, it detects the sound vibrations. What is the function of semicircular canal? A low hearing low frequency sounds, equalizing ear pressures, detecting head position and movement, transmitting sounds to cochlea, protecting the oval window. So it detects the head position, head movement. Which of the following statement about the cochlea is correct? So it spirals around a central bony column known as modulus. The scala vestibuli originates from where? It's originate at the oval window. What structure contains the utricle and saccule? So it is the vestibule which contains these two structures. Vestibule, the utricle and the saccule. Vestibule contains the utricle and the saccule. What lines the bony labyrinth? What lines the bony labyrinth? So bony labyrinth is lined by the periosteum. Which cranial nerve carries auditory signals to the brain? Now, auditory signals are carried by the vestibulocochlear nerve. So, thank you